All right, let's talk about one of the absolute best ways to get your foot in the door with cloud AI, the Microsoft Azure AI 900 certification. If you've been hearing all this buzz about artificial intelligence and you're thinking, okay, where do I even begin? Well, you're in exactly the right place.
So, are you ready to get certified in AI? Awesome. We're about to break down exactly how you can make that happen. No fluff, no jargon, just a straight-up guide to getting you that certification. Let's get into it.
Okay, first up, what even is the AI-900? We're going to cover the absolute basics, what it is, and maybe even more importantly, who should be taking it.
So, think of the AI-900 as your starting block. It's not trying to turn you into a PhD-level AI researcher overnight. Nope, it's all about checking that you get the basic ideas of AI and, crucially, how you can start using them with Microsoft's Azure tools. It's the fundamentals, the solid ground you'll build everything else on.
And here's what's so great about this exam. Who's it for? You might be surprised. It's pretty much for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're on the tech side, say a junior developer just getting started, or if you're in a business role, like a project manager or an analyst. This exam is designed to get everybody speaking the same language when it comes to AI.
And get this is the really great news. You do not need a background in data science or software engineering. Seriously, no coding experience required. Microsoft built this to be an open door. So if you've been looking at all this AI stuff and feeling a little, intimidated, this exam is your welcome mat.
Okay, so what's actually on the test? Let's break down the 5 main areas you really need to get a handle on.
So here they are, your big 5. First, you've got AI workloads. Then, the principles of machine learning. After that, we dive into computer vision, followed by natural language processing. You'll hear that called NLP all the time. And of course, it wraps up with the one everybody is talking about right now, generative AI.
Let's take a closer look at what these domains actually mean for you on the exam. You'll notice a theme here. It's not about memorizing complex formulas. It's about practical stuff. Like for AI workloads, can you look at a business problem and pick the right AI tool for the job? For machine learning, do you get the difference between teaching a model, that's training, and actually using it? See? It's all about the what and the why for each of these areas, not the super deep how.
All right, so you've got the concepts down, but what's it actually like when you're sitting there, the clock is ticking, and you're taking the real exam? Let's pull back the curtain on test day.
First thing you need to know, you've got 45 minutes. That's it, 45. And let me tell you, it goes by fast. This means you got to be on your toes. Pacing is everything. You absolutely can't get bogged down on one tricky question. And what's the magic number? You're shooting for a 700. The scale goes up to 1,000, so you don't need a perfect score. You just need to show that you've got a solid handle on the core concepts. It's totally doable.
Theory is one thing, but the best way to really get what this exam is about is to see the questions for yourself. So I've grabbed 3 sample questions that are just like the real deal. Let's give them a shot. You ready?
Okay, question 1. For machine learning process, how should you split data for training and evaluation? Your options are A. Use features for training and labels for evaluation. B. Randomly split the data into rows for training and rows for evaluation. C. Use labels for training and features for evaluation. Or D. Randomly split the data into columns. Go ahead, take a second. What do you think?
The correct answer is B. You randomly split the rows. And here's why that's so important. Think of it like a deck of flashcards. You'd study with one pile and then test yourself with a completely different pile you haven't seen before, right? It's the same idea. It makes sure your model is actually learning and not just memorizing the answers you already showed it.
All right, next one. This is more of a scenario question. A company develops a web chatbot to handle common customer questions. What's the main business benefit they should expect? Is it A, increased sales, B, a reduced workload for their human customer service agents, or C, improved product reliability?
And the answer here is B. This one's about thinking, what's the most direct impact? Sure, a happy customer might lead to more sales down the line, but what's the immediate day one benefit of a bot answering those repetitive questions? It frees up the human agents to handle the really tough stuff. That's the primary goal.
Okay, last practice question, and this one touches on a really important topic, responsible AI. The question is, you're using an automated tool to build a model. To be transparent, like Microsoft's principles say you should be, what do you need to do? Your options are A. Set validation to auto, B. Enable explain best model, C. Make accuracy your main metric,
Or D, set max concurrent iterations to 0?
And the answer is B, enable explain best model. Think about it. If an AI makes a big decision, people are going to ask why. If your answer is just, well, the black box said so, nobody's going to trust it. Enabling explanations is how you open up that black box so people can understand what's going on inside. That's what transparency is all about.
So now you've had a taste of the exam. The big question is, how do you get ready for all of it? Let's get into the most important part, your actual game plan for passing this thing.
I love this quote because it's the secret sauce to studying effectively. It's not about memorizing hundreds of answers. No, the goal is to use practice questions to figure out where you're weak, to find those gaps in your knowledge. Then, you go back and study that concept until you could explain it to a friend in simple terms. That's when you know you've really got it. So if you want a great tool to help you do exactly that, you should check out certificationexam.com. Their online simulator is a game changer. It's got over 319 practice questions, and, this is key, you can practice under the real 45-minute time limit. They also have a free mobile app for both Android and iOS that even works offline, so you can literally study on the bus, on your lunch break, wherever. So yeah, when you're ready to get serious and start prepping, that's the place to go. Certificationexam.com. It's the perfect starting point.
All right, so there you have it. You know what the AI-900 is, you know what's on it, and you know how to prepare. The road is laid out for you. So the only question left is, what's the first AI concept you're going to tackle? Get after it.